Hola bosses, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. So guys, today's video is highly requested. You guys asked for a tutorial on an A-line skirt or a mermaid skirt with a cut together tail, and here I delivered. So in today's video we're going to be learning how to cut and also sew a mermaid, also known as an A-line skirt with a cut together tail. If that sounds like something you're interested in, let me just keep on watching and let's get started. So yeah, to make this skirt, I'm going to start with the front pattern. I have my fabric folded in two already. The length of this skirt I intend making measures 44. I'll be taking away 1.5 inches, which gives me 42.5 inches. I'll be adding 1 inch back for hemming and also 1/2 inch to join the skirt back to the band, which goes back to being 44 inches. So I'm basically just measuring my 44 inches right there. I mark it right there and I go ahead and just cut off the excesses right there. Good. So now that is done, the next thing will be to start inserting our measurements. So I'm going to go ahead now and place my tape at the top portion, that's the waistline, but now I'll be placing 1 inch exactly at the top portion of the skirt so that the 1.5 inches enter inside the skirt. Does that make sense? I then go ahead to mark 9 inch for the hip line right there. Then I rule a straight line right there, and then still place the tape so that it's at 1 inch right there, and then mark 20 inch for the knee line. Also go ahead to rule a straight line right there, and the next thing will be to insert the measurements. So now I'm going to go ahead now to insert our waist. Our waist measures 28 divided by 4 gives 7. Mark 7 right there, and then I'm going to go ahead and mark 2 inches of sewing allowance. The same thing for the hip. Our hip measures 40 divided by 4 gives 10. Mark 10 inches right there, and I added 2 inches of sewing allowance, which gives 12 inches. So now to work on your knee line, remember now we have 12 inch on our hip line together with the allowances, right? So on the knee line now, I'm going to be going in by 1.5 inches, marking 10.5 inches right there, connecting it like so from the hip line to the knee line right there with a straight line. Also doing the same thing for the waistline, connecting from the waistline to the hip line like so. But then like no part of our body is perfectly sharp as this, so I'm just going to be making use of my free hand to kind of smoothen at least the skirts right there, just make it a bit curvy. So yeah, go ahead and do that. So now to create the mermaid effect, you can see my extensions. I have extension of 11.5 inches from the knee line, right? So I'm just going to go ahead now to just connect from my knee line to the end of the fabric like so, with a straight line like so. I then go ahead to measure from my knee line down to the full length from the middle. That measures 25. I also go ahead to measure 25 on that like slanted line right there, basically what you see me do. And also from the middle of the skirt, kind of slant it a bit and measure 25, and then you go ahead to connect it together like so. Yeah, so after you're done connecting it, this way it should look like kind of smoothing the knee portion right there. This basically right here is the front pattern. So yeah, I then go ahead to cut this out. So cut. And that's basically it for the front. The next thing will be to work on the back. So for the back, I also have my fabric folded in two, but you can see that the back fabric is more wider than that of the front, right? Because we still have our tail at the back. So I'm basically going to go ahead now and place my front pattern onto the back, the fabric I'm going to be making use of for the back pattern. So yeah, place your front pattern in a way that it aligns well with your back pattern and sits well on your fabric. After that is done, the next thing will be to go ahead and cut out your back pattern exactly the same shape we have on the front pattern, and also cut out the bottom part like so. And the next thing will be to work on the tail. So now for the tail, I'm just going to go ahead and extend my knee line from the front to the back and do the same thing for my hip line. So at my hip line right there, I'm going to be adding a zipper allowance of 2 inches at the hip line. So mark 2 inches right there. For the waistline at the top, I'm going to be attaching a allowance of 1.5 inches, and then for the knee line 1 inch. This is just to get the right amount of butt contour. Yeah, so I go ahead now to connect from my hip line zipper allowance to that of the knee line right there, and also connect from the hip line also to the waistline right there. Yeah, and I'm just going to also make use of my hand to kind of connect it in a way that it becomes curvy, like so. And the next thing now will be to go ahead now and connect from the knee line down to the length of the fabric to create the tail effect. So I'm making use of my tape and just connecting it like so. Connect, 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 just rule your straight line. Yeah, and for those that are curious to know the width I make this up for my tail, mine is measuring 12 inches. So yes, yours can be wider depending on the amount of fabric you have. So yeah, and I'm just going to go ahead now and cut this out. Good. And that's basically it on how to cut a mermaid skirt, right? So now the next thing, I went ahead now to cut out my lining piece for my front pattern, exactly the same thing as that of the main fabric. The next thing now will be to go ahead now, open it up like so, and then you place the lining on the right side of your fabric. So basically place them right sides facing each other like so, and then you go ahead and you just sew from one end at the bottom all through to the other end, and you also be sewing the sides just so you have a neat inseam right there. So I also did the same thing for the back pattern. I went ahead to cut out its lining pieces. I'm also going to go ahead and place the lining piece onto the right sides of the back pattern, and like we did for the front, sew the bottom like so, sew the sides, and also sew the zipper allowance portion, and then you turn it through the top portion. So after I was done with the back, I have both back right here. I'm done turning it inside out. The next thing I will be to work on the zipper area. So now I've placed my both back patterns right sides facing each other. So yeah, the next thing I'm going to do now will be to just mark my knee line right there, and then still placing my 1 inch at the top. Just going to mark my 9 inch just so I know exactly where my hip measurement should be. Yeah, so now remember we took 2 inches in, right? But because we made use of knit finishing, ½ inch I've gone for that. So I marked 1.5 inch at my hip line. But please, when making yours, also mark 1.5 inch at your waistline and also at your hip line to still maintain the right amount of butt contour. Because mine was kind of straight. At the end of the day, I still had to like go in and make it 1.5 inches. Does that make sense? So connect from your waistline to your hip line and down to your knee line, and then you connect all through to the end of the skirt like so. Yeah, so now the next thing now will be to know where your zipper is going to be stopping at. So still placing that 1 inch right there, I'm going to be marking 11 inches. So from that 11 inches right there, that's where our zipper allowance is going to be positioned. So I'm basically going to go to sew from that 11 inch down to the knee line and also to the ends of the skirts, basically. So after I was done sewing, this is what we have. I'm basically just going to make use of safety pins to hold down my zipper allowance, because I'm not going to be inserting my zipper now. The zipper is going to be the last thing that we work on. So yeah, hold your zipper allowance down with safety pins. Yeah, when you open it up, this is what it should look like. So yeah, I also went ahead and work on our front pattern like I said, and yeah, so have our knit finishing. So place your your front and your back patterns together like so, and the next thing will be to go ahead and just sew them together based off the allowances and based off your measurements. Repeat the same thing on the other side, and after I was done, this is what it's looking like. Now I'm going to go ahead now and just knot the knee portion like so, just so the knee allowances like stays flat and we don't have the knee portion kind of rumpling up. So you knot it like so, and when it's turned inside out, this is what it should be looking like. So the next thing now will be to work on our band. So yeah, before we can work on our band, I'm going to go ahead now and measure around the waistline. And after I was done measuring, it was measuring 33 inches, as you can see. So now the next thing we to work on the band itself. I have my fabric folded in two, and here the width of my band is measuring 4 inches, as you can see. The width I have it folded in two, like I told you. I have it measuring exactly 33 inches at 16.5, something of that nature. So now you place your fabric right sides facing each other, just so you can get like neat finishes at both ends of your band. So I've done that. The next thing will be to go ahead now and turn it inside out. So turn it inside out, and this is what you should have. Then you go ahead and just sew it together. So the next thing, which attach it to your skirt. Sorry, I couldn't find the clip where I was showing how to attach it to the skirt, but it's just basically sewing the band onto the skirt in one motion, from one portion of the zipper allowance to all round and back to the other portion of the zipper allowance. So yeah, and the next thing, which attach your zipper. So go ahead and sew in your zipper, and once you're done, this is what it should be looking like. Looking so beautiful, and this is what it was looking like on my sister. This looks so gorgeous. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned. If you did, do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future videos. You can do what to try this out and send me pictures on Instagram at underscore stitches by T, or you tag me on Instagram, TikTok. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.